Imagine being held captive thousands of miles from home in a hostile airport with no hope of rescue. Imagine being held captive thousands of miles from home in a hostile airport with no hope of rescue for over 100 passengers and crew aboard Air France Flight 139 in 1976. This was a terrifying reality. Hijacked en route to Paris, their journey took a dark turn, landing them deep within a dictator's grasp. The world watched, paralyzed. June 27, 1976. Air France Flight 139, Tel Aviv to Paris, was hijacked after a stop in Athens. Terrorists, including members of the PFLP, seized control, rerouting the Airbus A300 to Entebbe Airport, Uganda. Their demands were stark: release 53 militants held worldwide, or face dire consequences for the passengers. This was no ordinary hijacking. Ugandan President Entebbe, initially appearing as a mediator, quickly revealed his complicity. The hostages, over 100 Israelis and Jews separated from the others, were confined to a dilapidated airport terminal. Entebbe was a stronghold, far from any friendly territory, making a conventional rescue operation seem utterly impossible. Time was running out and negotiations stalled. Back in Israel, a desperate government faced an agonizing choice: capitulate or attempt an impossible rescue. Unwilling to yield, they covertly gathered intelligence. Mossad agents, aided by contractors who built parts of Entebbe, pieced together vital blueprints and surveillance. They learned the airport's layout, guard positions, and even the type of vehicles used by Ugandan forces. An audacious plan began to form. Codenamed Operation Thunderbolt, the plan was audacious. 4 Israeli C-130 Hercules transport planes, packed with elite Sayeret Machal commandos, would fly 2,500 miles undetected. One plane carried a black Mercedes and Land Rovers identical to Idi Amin's motorcade. This ingenious deception was crucial, designed to buy precious seconds upon landing at Entebbe, deep in enemy territory. Under the cover of darkness, July 4th, the planes touched down. The black Mercedes and Land Rovers sped from the first C-130, simulating Amin's arrival. This brief confusion allowed commandos to approach the terminal. What followed was a swift, brutal firefight. Ugandan soldiers and terrorists were caught off guard, overwhelmed by the assault's speed and ferocity. But resistance was fierce. Within minutes, commandos breached the terminal, shouting for hostages to take cover. They systematically neutralized the remaining terrorists. The hostages, bewildered but safe, were quickly herded onto waiting C-130s. Tragically, 3 hostages and mission commander Yoni Netanyahu lost their lives. Yet 102 people were saved. The planes departed just 90 minutes after landing, flying into the sunrise. Operation Entebbe, or Operation Jonathan, remains one of history's most audacious and successful hostage rescues. It defied impossible odds, demonstrating incredible courage, meticulous planning, and decisive action. This mission closed the loop of uncertainty for those hijacked passengers, offering a rare glimpse into sheer determination when all other options vanished. A true testament to what's possible under unimaginable pressure. If you're curious about other moments aviation pushed human limits, consider exploring our next deep dive into airborne ingenuity.